Tonight's next guest is a premiership player, both in his native WA and here in Victoria. A Simpson medalist, a state rep for WA with massive distinction, a South Fremantle Hall of Fame member, a man who was loved by his teammates and supporters of the teams whose jumper he wore. It's a joy to have him on the show tonight. Please make him welcome Jon Dorotich, everyone. Jon, thanks for coming on.
My pleasure. My pleasure, Maher. Good to be here with Lawrence and Sam. So, it was great. Up early this morning, 4:15.
To get over here?
Jumping on a plane, but, you know, I would have got up at 3 o'clock if I had to see Sam again.
Oh. So where do you two go?
About 10 years ago, I asked Jon for some money.
Has he?
Hey, debt's all settled.
It's all good.
So that's
he's good for it.
No, we did a little thing for the Carlton website where we drove around, and so it was a big thrill for me.
That was
just
great,
like
that little series.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Just like it is for us to have Jon on the show
we love having
tonight.
you on the show.
Hey, so Dora, it's wonderful to have you here. We've said that, but also this show and the highlights package, great.
Great research team.
This show prides itself on its research. Yep. We've got the best researchers in the business. I mean, I don't have their names on them right now, but they know they know who they are. You know, Chuka and Robbo and Guru and all that. But thank you, Jon Dorotich, for making it a little bit easier for us this week because you sent us this text message concerning your highlights.
This is true.
Not sure if you found this one. In the last few minutes, I take a big mark in a goal square surrounded by Pies players and didn't jump off the ground. Cheers, Jon. So. That's you just leading us into a particular highlight that you wanted included in the show. And so, mate, we tracked it down. And Jon Dorotich, ask and you shall receive. Here's the mark.
Straight up into the air towards them.
Right.
Where was the defensive spoil? I never saw one. And the funny part about it was Peter Landy said, the good thing about it, he said, it's like the referendum. It never got off the ground. Yeah. Sort of thing, you know.
But that's all great. But just to clarify, you made us track down one of the most unexciting marks I've ever seen in my life.
Look, when I feel down, I'll go and find that because it was a fair mark.
Jon, I want to defend Jon Dorotich here.
Yes, please.
There's probably 90,000 people at the MCG. You're playing the arch rival. And they're all around you. OK, their defensive efforts weren't great, but your powers of concentration under that ball were outstanding, Jon.
The way you just stood on the ground and didn't jump was amazing. What are we doing? Anyway, I'm glad you're happy because we want to make you happy.
No, that's good.
Jon, you're a magnificent state player for WA. Simpson medal, you kicked 10 against Tassie, I think, to win the Simpson medal. But back in '84, your part, there you are there, about to come on. This is one of the most iconic state games of the 80s, the high-scoring game at Subiaco. How much did this game change the trajectory and course of your career?
Well, I think it was the game, Murray, that, you know, like I was 22 at that stage, and like when you go back and look in hindsight, you look, how on earth did I get to be one of the 22 players that day? And then if you don't have the Victorian side, but the Victorian side was out of control with the talent that it had. And then I came on after half time. It was just, like something that you probably, weren't necessarily wishing for, but the opportunity came and I sort of started and came on at centre half back and played on Terry Danaher and then different players, and Simon Madden wandered through at different periods of the game, and sit there and go, wow. But the most important thing was, we won by 4 points in front of 42,000 on a Tuesday afternoon, a work day in Perth. It was just amazing.
It was amazing, It was awesome. Yeah.
Sensational.
And that's when the Vic clubs came knocking on your door?
Yeah.
Yep.
How many?
8 or 9 of them. When I was a young boy, the one club that didn't knock on the door was Hawthorn because I was a Hawthorn supporter, and then they had these great players that I was not necessarily required. They've got a Dunstall and a Brereton and a Morris. Then down back they've got a Chris Mew and a Chris Langford, so they're pretty well covered for the next 6 or 8 years with their keys. Carlton was great. I was very fortunate to turn up with the 3 great boys from South Australia, Bradley Kernahan and Peter Motley. So it was a big coup for the club, I suppose, at that stage to get us all together, and we had some success not long after.
Had some success, and like you just said, you all came over at the end of '85, so the 1986 season was very, very exciting. And in typical Carlton fashion, They just kept it very, very low key.
Led by the Nunawading City Band, the Carlton on the March Parade took over Lygon Street this morning. On show were the club's prize recruits, among 33 senior players in open MG cars and flanked by members of the Carlton cheer squad.
It's unbelievable. Like you said, Dora, big names. Like we've got Motley, Bradley, Kernahan, Dorotich, and there's a few others there. You couldn't do it today with the salary cap. It'd be like Geelong getting, I don't know, Jeremy Cameron and Bailey Smith.
Never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
Unthinkable.
But we found out how Carlton pulled that off because there's some vision that was left out of the parade. Let's have a look at that. It's called brown paper bag.
Yeah,
right.
Ashamed of yourself with that sort of muckraking.
Under oath, I can tell you now, Lawrence, that I never received a paper bag in my time there.
What did they put it in?
Now, I'm not sure whether you're aware of this, but it was an EFT, an electric.
Very nice. So you get to Carlton, as these two blokes have said, in '86, and it's an established team. I can only imagine you turn up with Stephen Kernahan as a forward. Mark McClure was captain at the time, centre forward, full forward. You get to training and you're looking around. Do you start to think at some stage, well, they're the big forwards in the joint. I've come over kicking 4 goals a week in the waffle. Where am I going to play?
There was a spot and it was called centre half back because Bruce Reid had retired pretty much then, and Sticks had obviously been a gun forward in South Australia, and Sellers was coming to the end in '86 his year, so there was that position for me to go back. But I'd had played centre half back a little bit in the 75 games in Perth before I got to Melbourne, and but the good thing about it, at different stages during the 8 years, you were able to rotate. Every now and then I'd bob up and play in the forward line and get a switch and end up kicking just over 100 goals. It would have been nice to be up there a bit more often when, you know, that was your craft that you built in WA, but unfortunately you don't always get what you want.
We used to love it when you went forward.
Swung Dora forward. It was like, come on, we're going
people. There were some commentators that thought that you played your best football up forward. Peter McKenna being one of them, and particularly you shot for goal.
I know this one.
You had. Let's have a look.
I honestly believe Jon Dorotich plays his best football at full forward.
Then again, North Melbourne have got the runs on the board at the moment, haven't they? So that back line holding up.
Jon Dorotich. Oh, he's kicked it. He stubbed his foot in the ground. Oh, what a shocking mistake.
That could happen.
I'm not sure what happened with the ball drop there, Lawrence. I apologise.
No, you don't have to apologise. Mistakes are made. There's a lot of pressure. But, you know, you bounce back and, you know, they moved you down to your familiar position at full back. Yeah. And you did well down there.
Oh, you've got this one too. That's a ripper.
Dora.
At least you recovered. You didn't panic. Oh, yeah, you panicked. Yeah, you panicked.
Sean.
Was it the embarrassment of...
No, you got to love that, Lawrence, because at the end of the day, here I am thinking I'm a really good left footer, and most of our blokes were outside of the 50-metre arc. I couldn't believe it. I've dribbled it to Spider and I was panicking. I dived on it. I've looked up. There's not a pair of navy socks within 30 metres, so I've just chunked it out the back and free kick or clear.
Yeah, no, lovely stuff. You played a lot of great footy for the Carlton Footy Club. We thank you for it. I want to take you back to one day, 1992. It's round 6. You get 2 Brownlow votes in a game where you had 3 disposals against St Kilda. Do you remember the day?
I do remember the day. It was very scary at the time.
Right, OK. Why was it scary?
Because I was playing centre-half back on Stuart Lowe, and Stephen Silvani was injured, and Michael Sexton, who's a great player, was left to play full back on Tony Lockett. Michael was a great player, all Australian, just weight-wise, he wasn't strong enough to play on Tony, and Tony kicked 6 goals in the first 45 minutes of the game, sort of thing, which was a bit sad. And the runner came out to me after the 6th one, Trevor Keogh, who was the runner for David Parkin at the time, and he came out and said, Doro Parko wants you to go on to Lockett. I said, Trev, come a bit closer. just tell David, not interested at the minute, because I'm going okay on Stu. He hasn't kicked 6, he hasn't kicked 1, so let's leave it. And I thought, oh, OK, go down there. And I'd never played on Tony. We're similar in size. Tony was a bit heavier. And I thought, look, if you're going to play on him, play in front, you know, cut out his angles and all that sort of stuff. And if he gets it, he gets it. You know, he's such a powerful man. You know, you shovel him, you big spoils like this. This is not the one at the end of the game, is it?
No, close. So you did. How many goals did Lockett kick after you went onto him?
0.
OK, well, there you go. John, we love our guests coming on, and we like to get to know more about them, not just their footy journey. And we do that with the great Sam Pang and his world-famous drip tray.
Sam.
Honestly.
Drip tray towel.
Yeah. Someone's got a drip tray down the audience. I don't even have one.
I've never...
Oh, blokes, there was a standing ovation in the back row.
Yeah.
I've never sat next to a drip tray.
Well...
this is my first one live.
John may not know about the drip tray.
Oh, don't be stupid. Now, you know drip tray, don't you, Dora?
Love it, mate. I laugh to death on a Wednesday night, so it's I can't wait for what you're going to bring to the table.
Well, it's just a little bit of an opportunity to get some quick questions, some punchy answers. We've spoken here for a segment and a half, and we still don't know who your toughest opponent was.
Oh, good question.
Yeah. Dermot Brereton.
Well, that's no surprise, by the way. We thought you might say that, because have a look at this picture of Dermy and Dipper there with you. Now,
tell you what, the Jackals have brought down the water buffalo, haven't they?
Those two on the right want to kill you. Tucky's doing his best to break it up. I think that is a great photo. Can you talk us through that photo?
Well, it was an interesting one at the MCG, and I'm not sure who took it, but I did get hold of the photo, and it's one where I sit there and I was probably a bit disappointed in the lack of support from the teammates. Like there was always... looked like there was a suffocation going on with Dermot, with Dipper being an interchange and Tucky standing over the back, punch him, you're clear, there's no umpires looking.
I know.
You know, and I don't know what happened after it. It might have just been I jumped up, did a big spoil, ended up on my back, and Dermot decided, well, while you're there, I'm going to just take some oxygen out.
Right.
Hey, Jon Dorotich, best you ever saw?
There's a duo, mate, 2 Aboriginal geniuses, Maurice Rioli and Stephen Michael.
Stephen Michael we had on this show. All right, what's the most you ever kicked in a game at any level?
13.
Juniors?
Twice.
Juniors or seniors?
No, Waffle in 1997, the year I kicked a few goals.
When this is after your AFL, you went back.
Yeah. That was a premiership year, wasn't
Captain
it?
South Fremantle.
Was that your last year in the Waffle?
97. Yeah. So after I finished at Carlton, I came back and had 94, 95, 96, 97. Yeah. They introduced a medal, Sam, the Bernie Naylor medal. I was the recipient of the first 2. And then in 97... kicked 107 goals in 18 games. Which was great.
Favourite coach?
David Parkin at the end, because it was a bit sad. He was the one that came over to Perth and sort of spoke to me at the time, and then as things happened at the Carlton Football Club, him and Robert Walsh changed positions at the end of the season 1985. David went to Fitzroy and Wolsey came to Carlton.
That's right. David always mentions that too.
David was really good, and I was glad, you know, it sort of reinvigorated me again in 92 that he came back to the club, and that's where I had a couple of games at different stages where I went up forward and made a real impact after half-time. But then you go back to centre-half back Murray next week, so it was great. He was really good. He cared for his players, and he was a great coach.
So drip tray is short and punchy.
Sorry about that.
No, it was a great answer, John.
No, I'm not.
How dare you? He's talking about a living monument.
Yes, mate, he's a guest.
God, a lot of Carlton.
In saying that, Dora, just punch him up. Hey, I'm coming over for dinner, Jon Dorotich. What are you cooking me? You. Not Lynn.
I'm a beautiful tiger risotto man, Sam.
What do you mean a tiger? Is it real?
Tiger prawn risotto.
Oh, I thought you meant real tigers were in it then.
I thought you'd like that. Tiger prawn.
No? Tiger risotto, all right. But it's a joy for me. I get to sit next to Maher every week. What you're a fan of him as a journalist? How'd you get along during Maher? Maher used to be a hard-hitting journalist, as opposed to now.
He used to write about you.
Yeah. How'd you get along with Maher as a journo?
Oh, well, he only... Look, my mother, who's no longer with us, did a wonderful thing over 17 years of footy. She collated, like, scrapbooks over your career. So that's where some of these photos turned up.
Well, did you hopefully kept this one here, because Maher, you were a big fan there.
That's the one I'm talking about, Sam.
That's Maher is the assistant editor of the... What was the name of the publication?
Inside Footy.
Yeah, and Maher used to write for it, and then he'd have to deliver the paper himself. It was great. But
and they use his photo from when he was a war correspondent during World War II.
Harry,
can you read that out, please?
You're a big fan of Dora.
I love the man. You want me to read that out?
Read that out. Come on.
Oh, well, you still hear the lunatics sitting there bagging him. I don't need to tell you what they say. You've heard it all before. But give me Jon Dorotich any day.
Look at that! All right, big three, you finished?
That was a good-looking young man.
Favourite colour?
Navy blue.
Horse.
Nice.
Favourite animal? You can't say tiger.
No, but that is my favourite animal, but I'll say lion. Male.
Just to clarify, a male lion.
Yeah.
I like that.
With the big mane. Yeah. You know what they're like, Samuel?
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen a lion before, Dora. The last one, Jon Dorotich, to finish strip tray, favourite vegetable?
Broccolini.
Oh, magnificent.
Oh, nice.
Not the first time that's been said.
No, and hopefully it's the last, though. And that was...
It's been an absolute joy. Thanks for jumping on the plane and coming over. It's been an absolute joy to spend a bit of time with you talking about your magnificent career. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you.